is a crisp morning. I literally just have no idea what to do. I don't feel very well. Good morning, it's Monday the 5th of June and I thought we'd do a bit of a weekly vlog. My name's Maddie, this is Paralysed with Love, and we're all about learning to live a life we love no matter our circumstances. So I have a few things on today. I have to take my car back to the mechanic. I just had like the entire engine redone. It totally crapped itself a few weeks ago now, probably a month ago. And there's just like the check engine lights come back on, so I just spoke to the mechanic and we have to I'm just going to take it in, he'll give it a check. I'm going to go probably have like a cuppa at a cafe, and I booked myself in to get my nails done. I went to Melbourne to see one of my best friends a couple weeks ago and we got our nails done. We got shellac and I loved it. And then I was talking to a doctor of mine the other day and we were talking about like finances around having chronic illness, and I am completely living off the disability pension in Australia, so like I'm assuming that every country would have something similar, which isn't a lot of money. I'm very grateful for it because otherwise I would be just completely sponging off my parents, which I basically am. Yeah, so I live off that, and we were just talking about finances, and she said to me, your life and all of your finances shouldn't be going totally towards your health and your illness. And that made me realise that it's okay to have like my nails done or get my hair done. Actually, a lot of my doctors have told me like to keep trying to do that kind of stuff, keep just trying to put like a bit of money aside. So anyway, I'm going to get my nails done. And then I'm catching up with a friend. We're going to take her little boys. She's got a 1 and a bit year old and a 4-year-old. We're going to take them to a park near me. Then my sister and her little daughter are coming over for dinner. We always do dinner on Monday nights at our place because her husband works on Monday night. It's absolutely freezing. Tassie has been freezing. I reckon there's snow on the mountain today. And I'm like up on a hill. Where our house is up on a hill, so it's pretty fresh. Anyway, so I'm gonna rug up. That was the point of that story. And then I'm going to head off to the mechanic so that I can hopefully still have time to sit down and have a cuppa and read my book a little bit. Yeah, so let's go. She is a crisp morning. Love it. Okay, bit of a lull. Got in my car ready to go to the mechanic and the lights aren't on anymore. So we're just gonna go straight to coffee. Also my pump is beeping again. I don't know what to do. I literally just have no idea what to do. I'm buying new bags. I've tried every single bag in the world. My dietitian is convinced that it's not the pump's fault, so I don't know what to do. I'm also just waiting for my car to defrost. Yeah, so that's really frustrating. I don't know. I literally just get to the point that I turn it off. I don't run it, which is obviously bad, and I'm going to be in town for like 3 hours this morning minimum. I'll probably be in there for could be in there for longer, 4. Yeah, and so I just turn it off, which isn't good, but I can't be bothered to continuously have it beeping, and especially when I'm in appointments and stuff and I have to open up my bag and turn it off. So I might just turn it off for the drive-in. You can probably hear it. It's beeping next to me. I'm just leaving it. Probably going to turn it off for the drive-in and then see how we go. She is a cold morning. Hello. I'm having an icy bowl. I rang the mechanic and he said to head in, so I just went in, he checked everything over and it looks fine. And then I got my nails done. Oh, green. Oh, and a green icy bowl. And I had my appointment, all went well. Back home, my sister and my niece are both asleep. And I am having an icy bowl and chilling out, as you can tell. We're going on the wall. We're going on the wall. You can see my face because we're going on the wall. tantrum this morning. Just turned it off. I'm going to try change the way that I stitch it all together and see if that can help in any way. I will probably just get in my jammies and do that now. I'm just having a bone broth. I've taken my meds. Tomorrow I have a couple of appointments. They're back to back though. My sister's dog is having a sleepover with us, so I'll drop him over tomorrow morning to her place, and then I'll walk from her place to both of my appointments. They're pretty close. Get a bit of movement in and some fresh air. I'm feeling pretty exhausted. You can probably hear that. The pump's going off again for the second time. I just don't know what's wrong with them. I don't know what to do. It's so frustrating. It just really gets, it's been like, it's over 3 months now, and it's just does it. And it will have like a great 3 days or a great 4 days and nothing happens, and then I change absolutely nothing and it just shits itself. It's such a small problem, but it just kills me. Taking Buster home. Hey guys, I just got back from being out this morning. Both appointments went fine. I'm feeling absolutely buggered. It's really frustrating that I can't kind of just have like a normal day, but oh well. So I went to the chemist and I picked up some meds that I needed to get, that I've been needing to get for a while, and Emgality, which is an injection that I take every month for my migraines. It's been really good, although I have been really struggling with migraines for the last kind of 6 weeks, but I see my neurologist in a couple of weeks, so it's okay. It's an auto injector, which means that the needle, you literally just like press one button and it retracts and you just take it yourself. It's got a lock up the top. I just took it, and you just kind of like push it onto your skin in some way that's like muscly, fatty kind of thing. It really hurts. It stays in the fridge. Take it out like 10-15 minutes before, because it warms up a little bit, then it doesn't hurt as much, but it really kills. 10 seconds of pain is better than pain every single day for my migraines. So I'm going to get in my jammies and have a rest, at least a rest, hopefully a nap. And yeah, my new laptop's actually arriving today. My laptop's completely dead. And I've been saving for ages, like putting aside pittance, and my mum is being like my loan for part of it so that I can pay her back instead of the bank. That's arriving today, which will be really good because it means that I can make videos, and I'm going to uni next year, so I can study, I can do a bit of work online, and just live my life a lot more easily. So that's really exciting. Anyway, so that's coming today, so we'll have a look at that later. And I'm just gonna, hop into bed, have a bit of a rest, and we'll go from there. So we went for a walk this morning up at the reserve. It was super nice. We actually ran into one of our friends who lives around the corner with her dog Squid, and we walked together. It was really lovely. And then I went out for a coffee with my sister and some of our friends, and I'm just feeling exhausted. I'm feeling really run down actually. So I've just been chilling at home. It's like 2:30 at the moment, and I have a gastro appointment at the hospital at 3:30. So I'm just finishing getting ready. I haven't done anything, but I'm just gonna get ready for that and head off. I'll probably leave at like quarter to 3, because it's such an awkward time and it's in town, so I have to park in like the car park, and it gets really busy, and it's such an awkward time with school and stuff. So I'll leave a bit early, and then I can just sit and read in the waiting room. And tonight I'm catching up with some friends. One of our friends is over from Canada. We went to school together, so we're catching up tonight. Yeah, I'm feeling very run down and just a bit down, to be honest. A bit worn out, mentally and physically, and a bit over it, and that's kind of made it hard to it's made my mental hunger a lot worse. Like my brain is just so hungry. My body isn't, but I've been really struggling with mental hunger and just like not thinking about food all the time. I honestly like think about food 99% of my life, and it just is getting old. And when I'm like run down, it becomes a lot worse. I'm really struggling with people cooking around me and having like, meals around me. We were like cooking up shawarmas the other day, and I just wanted everything, and I could have eaten for like hours and hours, I swear. Mentally, I am just ravenous. Like, I am just really over it. And I think that like it's all kind of just come together, and I'm just feeling over it, a bit sorry for myself, I suppose, which I hate. I hate being that person. But every now and again, I suppose you just have to. Yeah. I don't really know what's going to come of the gastro appointment today. It's never good news. Like, it's ever since, I mean, it's been a long time since it's been good news, but I have had to change from the private system to the public system, and since I've been seeing this public gastro, just every time I go, it's either like, oh, we can't have this procedure, which could have worked, or there's nothing that we can do on this front, and it's always just like a little bit depressing, to be honest, when I leave. So, yeah, I'm not super looking forward to it, but we do have some things to talk about, so hopefully he can actually help with some stuff. He's super lovely. I really love him. Anyway, gotta get myself together. So it literally took me 9 minutes to get here and get a park. I'm right near the door. I've got half an hour till my appointment. So I think I'll go inside and read. And hopefully he's running on time. He's actually normally pretty good, even when you're later on in the afternoon. So yes, we shall see. Home time. I'm feeling pretty exhausted, and I have a bit of a headache today, but that's alright. My niece has her swimming lesson at 2 o'clock today, and I'm going to go along with my sister because she's only 7 months old, my niece, and so like she can roll around and stuff. It just is a bit hard going by yourself, and Mum and I can both go, so we kind of swap around going along, and it's just literally the cutest thing ever. Had fun last night with my friends. We just sat and chatted, and it was very just like normal and chill and exactly what I needed. So that was really nice. So how the doctor go? It was okay. He is just super lovely. I really like his approach, and you can just tell that he is a doctor for the right reasons, if that makes sense. Like, he clearly just like cares about people and wants to help them. So we're basically just putting out fires. There's no sort of like treating, obviously it's treating, but there's no sort of like treating the actual root cause of anything, because my gastroparesis is idiopathic, which means we don't know the reasoning behind it and the cause. So basically it's a waiting game at the moment. We are waiting for a medication that's coming out on a trial basis in mid-August. So hopefully I can get on that. It is like in the same family of 3 other medications that I've failed. So no one's convinced that it will actually do anything, but obviously we're going to try. After that, depending on how that goes, there's like one more surgery that could help with some symptoms. And then, yeah, depending on how that goes, it's looking at long-term tubes and all that kind of stuff. He sat down with me and was like, you know, where do you want to be in a year? And we talked about how I wanted to be able to like study and live a somewhat normal life and be able to concentrate and all of that kind of stuff. And that was awesome. Like, just the fact that he wants to do exactly what I want to do. He's taking what I want as the most important part of the whole thing. And that was really lovely. We can't really treat anything, which means that we are just putting out the fires as they pop up, which, to be honest, is just getting a bit old. I'm just kind of getting a bit over it. And I want to be able to, like, just feel like I'm actually working towards being better, because at the moment I feel like I'm just holding on, really. We did like extensive blood testing last week. Everything came back pretty good. I was deficient in some like vitamins and minerals and stuff, but it looks like it's from me just not getting enough nutrition, which we kind of already knew. It's not malabsorption or anything like that at the moment, which is good to know. He was, again, really validating about the mental hunger stuff, and yeah, explained, well, we just kind of talked about how hard it is and how food is such a big part of our lives. Ironically, there's a festival in Hobart at the moment called Dark Mofo, that's run by a museum that we have down here, Mona, and it's on every year during winter, and tonight is the first night of what's called the Winter Feast, which is kind of like, it's just a food festival basically that we have down on our wharf. So that's tonight, and if I'm feeling up to it, I'm going to go along with my sister and her husband. I'm not sure if his parents will go, mum, my niece, and obviously that's, you go for the food, so it's got lots of like statewide vendors and it's about the food. That's why you're there. So I feel in really mixed minds. I don't know whether to go and knowing that I'm probably going to feel a bit shit, but at the same time, like, it's obviously good to push yourself to a level, as like physically and mentally, and so I don't know, but I also don't know if I'm up to being pushed that much mentally at the moment, just with where I'm at. So yeah, it's a bit hard. I'm kind of trying to figure it out, but I think I'm just going to go with how I'm feeling after swimming and just not push it too much. Just go with the flow. Because of that, tonight I thought I'd do my makeup. Yeah, I think I've explained most things about what happened. Yeah. I'm frustrated that I'm feeling like this when I'm filming a vlog, because I don't want this to just be all negativity. But that's also just the reality of having chronic illness and mental illnesses and all of that. Sometimes you just feel a bit like a negative Nancy. And that's where we're at. But I'm like, I think being aware of the fact that you are in that mindset, and so you kind of don't take everything as seriously as what you could, is helpful. So yeah, I'm very aware of it. And that's why I'm like talking about pushing myself to go to the winter feast tonight, because I don't want to just not go because I think it'll be too much. I want to not go. If I don't go, I want it to be because I know that it's over my limit. And yeah, we have something on tomorrow night, an event, so I want to be well enough for that. That's really important. I get a lot of FOMO, which has definitely become worse since all of this has become a thing, because now I can hardly do anything, so just constantly having FOMO. But that's just the way it is. I've been playing around on my new computer a little bit, doing mostly kind of like organising stuff, doing some courses. I've been doing some like transcription courses and virtual assistant courses so that I can work in my own hours, because that's obviously ideal, because every day is so different, and I can become so unwell so quickly. So especially with those two ones, transcription would be a lot better because I get to set my own hours as far as how many as well. But either would be amazing. I haven't been able to properly work. I did do a job last year where I was just working like 2 to 3 hours a week. I think like some weeks I would do 4, doing like super back end stuff at a neurosurgery practice. And that was good. It felt good to actually just be doing something. And then, yeah, we stopped for Christmas. We had like the Christmas party was on the 23rd or something. And then obviously I got really unwell. I wasn't able to go back. So it's been a long time, and I know that I need to do something. But I am nervous about getting a job and then being a really bad employee. And not being able to kind of follow through. So that's why I'm looking at things like online transcription and stuff like that. So I've just been doing some courses, which is literally just your own pace and just practicing stuff, looking into things. I'm also looking into doing some short courses for German, because next year I'm starting a Diploma of Modern Languages at UNE. So yeah, my aim is to just kind of like catch up on my German and practice studying. I think that that's important because I have a really bad brain. Fun fact, I was part of some studies in Sydney in January, and I did like some memory testing and basically came out of it, and the girl was like, so it's like you have reverse dementia because you have no like long-term memory. I can only hold on to things for a really short amount of time. And no one knows why. We all kind of just assume that it's connected to my health and like my body being under stress. I changed my outfit, and then I can swim my puppy. So swimming was awesome. She's so cute. They're all so cute. But I just started feeling awful, and I realised that I wasn't just talking myself out of going tonight. I really don't feel well. So I'm not going tonight. Mum and Dad have already gone, and they're going to walk down with my niece. We also had to walk there from my sister's house, which is maybe like 15 minutes. But I realised that if I started feeling super awful while I was there, and then I had to walk back to my sister's, which is slightly uphill as well, it just wouldn't have been a good night, and just not worth it. And I need to know my limits, and I'm struggling with that at the moment. Because I feel like I should be doing things, and having the energy because of the tube is good. I also hadn't charged my pump, and it went flat, so that was really good. So it's upstairs charging at the moment. Sorry for a really bad reflux at the moment. I recognised today that I always feel down for like a couple of days after seeing my gastro. I think it's just a big reality check every time. And like I said, it's never good news, basically. Bit of a reality check about where I am, what the reality is for my situation and my life, I suppose. Morning. I don't feel very well. I'm in a lot of pain, really exhausted, and I just have really bad nausea. I've overdone it, as always. I went for like a short walk and went out for coffee with my mum and my sister yesterday when I probably shouldn't have, but I just still don't know my limits, and I want to be able to do more and be normal, and that's not happening. So here we are. I wasn't able to go to the event last night, and I feel like lying in bed and crying all day. On that note, I think we're gonna finish the vlog off here because no one wants to watch that. I definitely wouldn't. Thanks for coming along this week, guys. I'm gonna try and do weekly videos now that I have my new laptop, and I'd love to hear what you would like to see next or talk about next. I will see you very soon. Don't forget, life is tough, but so are we. See ya.